Holy cow, look at this. It's a biblical day here at the Type S Road to the Championship presented by AutoZone. Okay, so don't hold it too long because don't black out on it. Here we go. Well, we're about to black out because James the Machine Dean versus Vaughn Gittin Jr. James Dean leads in an AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 550. Comes in, look at that, pulling that left tire up. And Vaughn Gittin Jr. goes into the dirt and now comes up the hill into that horseshoe. These are bucket Broncos here, so it is fitting. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets in the dirt a little bit. Here comes James Dean. Height is right there on that inside clip number 2. Now coming back down the hill into that last inside clip, which is the first. He does tap it, but overall, a really good run by James Dean. Okay. you can tell yourself that. I don't know. What does the internet say? We'll see. Here we go. Vaughn Gittin Jr., James the Machine Dean. Vaughn Gittin Jr., great initiation. James Dean. And I know he's going to earn it. He's going to earn it properly, but I'd hate to see them go and crash or a scenario like that. There goes James Dean. Oh, Vaughn goes wide. In an outside zone 2, James Dean goes for the pass. Boom, there we go, baby. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets it back. He says, hey, I'm sorry, boss. Be step on your toes. Let's come back and bring it back. James the Machine Dean. He says, my bad. Vaughn Gittin Jr. overshoots it. Is that a flop? We'll never know. Guess what? James Dean gets the win. He's moving on. He's your points leader. Enough about James Dean. He got the win. Vaughn Gittin Jr. out. He gets to watch cheer on his boy. But I'll tell you what, these two BMWs, they were shredding in practice. Look out for Trent Beecham here, that Nexon Tires Clonex BMW. He's got that V8 under the hood. We got the 2J under the hood of Dylan Hughes. Now coming into that second outside zone. Trent Beecham, he puts it right in the right spot. That's sweet right there. That's a BMW filled donut. Now into the second clip. A good job there. Now coming out. Now what do we got? Now coming back down the hill into inside clip number 3. Number 1 is number 3 once again. You know, he wanted to better himself. Long Beach got knocked out fairly early. Beecham as well. So a lot of things to prove here, and that's what I love about right now with the Pro Championship. Ooh, Dylan Hughes, a big separation already from Trent Beecham. That royal purple BMW coming up the hill. O'Reilly's coming into the second outside zone. Beecham now goes into the beach. He literally grabs an umbrella on the beach. Unfortunately for Beecham, he overshoots that second outside zone. That is going to be, again, not an incomplete. These are just ticking away as far as, again, mistakes. Dylan Hughes, the dozer, gets the win.
You know, these are those moments that, you know, we get stronger, we learn things. And right now, with James being able to keep his composure on that black line I gave him, he almost took the pass on me, and I was no way I was letting that happen. So good for him for keeping composure, and I'm excited.
All right, here we go.
For the rest of the night, you know, I'm going to take my suit off, go sit up with my family, and watch our team do what they do. And if we can keep James in the car, he's going to win tonight.
Thanks very much, Jared.
All right, thank you so much. Hiro Manoa and Jeff Jones. Tough call. Again, we'd love to have all the angles. Here we go. So we're back to the second half of the Manoa-Jones battle. Now, Jones out front. Manoa has a heavy deficit. How is Jeff going to handle this? Again, that momentum, that Evo Auto Works Nissan 370Z ripping up the hill. The Prisma vehicle top on oils. And now coming in. Jeff really needs to just play it safe here. Manoa needs to throw down a heater of a run. We'll see if he can do that. Hiro Manoa. A lot of eyeballs on him, but Jeff Jones, that big drift energy, he is showing everybody that right now. Crazy, and like you said, Manoa, just what a talent, man. Really cool to see. He is he's smooth, he's calm, but you don't see the weed underwater unless you're watching Instagram. He is absolutely all. Both these guys live on the internet and social media. So here we go. Matt Field has four-lay exhaust, Heatwave Lean Customs Corvette on GT radios coming up the hill. Then you got that Drift HQ BMW of Adam LZ. Matt Field filling all that zone. Adam LZ dives in with that BMW E36. Now transitioning back down out of that horseshoe. Here comes Matt Field. into that final inside clip. Great angle from Matt Field. Actually supposed to be over at Drift Masters, but some shipping mistakes and all that. So here he is. We're blessed to have him here. Super excited. But Matt Field is saying like, yo, don't spoil my potential championship run here as Matt Field dives in, transitions in. Big mistake by Matt Field. Wow. Massive mistake by Field as Adam LZ continues on through the course. Field going into the first out. Oh! Adam makes a mistake. Might have hooked him. Watch that transition. Looks like Matt might have hooked him.
It's almost like he grabbed him by the belt loop and kind of pulled him back.
Exactly.
So Matt here, kind of a desperation move. Almost drive straight, not for 2 seconds, but let's watch here as we slow things down for a better look. Into this transition is Matt's front end. There's definitely context. You see the bumper come off. And then right after that, Adam unwinds the car. So
left for Field or right for Adam LZ. One more time, Matt Field, and Matt Field gets the win. Him being the OG, going through ups and downs. He's back to a 2J, onto the hood of an 86. This right here, this is secret sauce right now. Here we go, Ken Gucci out front. Kyle Mohan, you talk about it, let's be about it. Ken Gucci, that Gretty. He's back with Gretty as well. Gretty, Moddies, Gazoo Racing, 86 coming up the hill. Kyle Mohan, good proximity there. Renewable Lubricants, Mazda Tricks, Flex Fuel, Mazda RX-80 comes in. He's got to get that proximity again. Diving in with the nose, but isn't mimicking the angle. But Gucci, oh, buddy, whoa, God. That wall came into play.
He's already going wide at that point in time, and unless he points the car directly angled, towards the exit, that's it. So he comes in with a decent amount of speed, catches that rear end, and then taps the front.
The XLR, this thing is a weapon. Loving it. Absolutely exotic looking. And of course, everybody loves Forrest Wang. Styles for Miles as well. Oh, look at that. Pouring some angle on me. Wow. Look at that. Coming up the hill and snaps back with just as much angle. Mr. Cool, that's his name. That name again is Mr. Cool. Woo! Jonathan Hurst. The angle he just threw back to back, side to side, right in front of Forrest Wang. And Forrest Wang is known for that big angle. It was very settled. And Forrest Wang was just, I think, flabbergasted.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that was insane. Here we go. So Forrest Wang needs to really put down a solid run. But look at this. Jonathan Hurst, he's back there quite a bit. Now here he is playing catch-up. So maybe, Hurst was maybe run a little bit slower. And here's Forrest Wang, who has so much style, and he was really criticized for maybe being slow, but Jonathan Hurst obviously popping and locking his way through. We didn't hear that on his first run, so maybe he pedaled it back, and that's what allowed him to give that compromise there. Really sloppy in that chase run, as elected in the outcome here. So as amazing as the lead run was, you got to bring it on both sides.
Yeah, and it looks like João Barillon.
It's a bye run.
So
let's lay out and listen.
Yeah.
Shh. Enjoy the silence. Well, making quick work there, a bye run. Unfortunately, don't know exactly what happened to João Barillon, but he's not here.
My hat's off to my team because they were the only reason why we were able to even get through practice on Thursday and get through practice today and even get to this battle. So hopefully we can continue on. Hopefully I can clean up those mistakes. I'd like to give you guys a good show. I absolutely love Road Atlanta. I love the crowd. I was just telling them, this is the drive this track. It's fun, it's fast, it's hard, it's exciting. So I hope I get to continue on, and we'll see what happens, and hopefully we can wind up on the podium.
Matt has a great checklist to start knocking things off. We're sure you can do it. Matt, thanks.
Like that, you can see every input. That's the only downside.
Well, with him being out front, it might be even more apparent, or he's going to risk it a little bit more because Taguchi, as smooth as he is, he might be smooth. See, again, that's what we like to see, that mimicking of the angle, like you said, that darting in, and there he is in that second outside zone. Daniel Stuckey, car looks great, it's performing really well, but out front, Kazuya Taguchi, he falls off a little bit. That up garage Jerry Yang Racing vehicle, ISR Performance now coming back up the hill. He could have been closer. He's got to tighten it up because guess what? He's going against Frederick Osbo in the top 16. Ryan Literal, Sunoco Race Fuels, Extreme, Sim Magic, Kenda Tires. He is definitely proven to be here, but he's going against currently second point Simon Olsen in that Field Suspension GT Radial S15. Simon Olsen on a tear. Two different builds, two very similar chassis, but look at this, Simon Olsen. Woo! Look at Ryan Literal coming in to that second inside. Oh, we got contact. Oh, he stayed in it, and then Simon Olsen shuts it down. Coming out of that horseshoe, now snapping back, Ryan Literal finishes out.
Ryan does a good job to mirror it, and then Simon gets out of that second outside zone just a touch early. To come through the inside clip, you can see it there. You can see how much Simon gets pushed out of drift in that case. It looks like he tries to light it up again afterwards, but my guess is that may have pulled the tire off as well because it catches him right on the wheel. So, yeah, Simon's not able to do anything at that point. It definitely.
But first glance, though, we both thought it was going to be cosmetic. Yeah. That's not the case. Here we go, Ryan Literal out front. Again, the Sunoco vehicle coming down the hill. It's at a bit of a deficit, though, all things considered. But Simon Olsen, we'll see if the car is 100% or at least 90% to get this victory here. Ryan Literal, who's running 100%. The car's looking great. The Sunoco S chassis, RB Army, Extreme Sim Magic. The Sim Racing, Kenda Tires vehicle coming down the hill. Jacob, is this enough? Again, with that contact. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Slide him left for Olsen, right for Ryan Literal. And Simon Olsen gets the win. You know, traditional road racer, he's a wet behind the wheel and grip, but now he's made the jump over to drift, and he's a great spokesperson. Look at that! That wide swing, no gripping right there. He's slipping into that first inside clip. Jonathan Castro pushes out of the way. Castro jumping up the hill. Here comes Robert Thorne, first outside zone. In that ASM, he's teamed up with Josh Love, who got in the box last night. Into that second inside clip. Castro pushed him out of the way. Talking about that clip once again. Now coming back down the hill, red, white, and blue, but different kind. Red, white, and blue, the American, and the DR, Dominican Republic. Now coming up. Testimonial to his road racing. He needs to kind of, release that demon and get wild here. But Castro, he's going for it right now. I'm sure his spotter's in his ear saying, "You got to push, man," because Thorne, he is possessed. But Castro says, "No, Poppy, here we go." Oh, Thorne almost rubbing tire here against that Kenda tire, the LTH GR86, and Thorne falls back. Let's break it there from Thorne. Wasn't going to see that angle because we did see that FPV drone. Slide him left for Robert Thorne, right for Jonathan Castro one more time. Jonathan Castro, and Jonathan Castro gets the win.
Keen eye, you would have seen those small adjustments.
Wow. Yeah. Baby, Nick Novak, here we go. Nick Novak coming down the hill. Kenda Tires, Novak Racing, BMW. But Rad Dan, ooh, look at that angle from Novak. Rad Dan, front row, that Rad Industries, GT Radial Mark IV. Now coming into that, whoa, Novak gets into the dirt. Giving the sand people what they want over there. They get blasted over there. Don't worry, they'll come back in greater numbers too. That Novak Racing, BMW coming down the hill. You can barely see him through that smoke. Wow. Exploding that inside clip. Novak. Right.
There's a lot of pressure in top 32 now.
Right, yeah, that's a great thing for bringing that up. Here we go. Rad Dan Burkett out front. Nick Novak in the chase position. So mom and dad here cheering him on. Dan Burkett's wife, Renee, up in the booth. Great looking car. And here we go. So look at this. Here's Dan Burkett. Right into that second outside zone. Filter about 3/4, but that allows Nick Novak good proximity. Novak backs off. Maybe too much room there. Exiting the horseshoe, now coming into that last inside clip. Dan Burkett right there, so a little tidier. Novak gets one vote. Burkett gets two votes, one vote, and there we go, gets 2 votes. Dan Burkett gets the win. All right, here comes Ryan Turk into that first inside clip, and Alan Robbins ripping into that first inside clip, punches out of the way. The Koenig wheels go round. Now to that second outside zone. Wraps in the Kenda Tires. Now to that second inside clip goes Ryan Turk. That hot hatchback making the jump to a bigger engine. I think that's definitely going to equate to, I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, just the attitude of that car has completely shifted. So Robbins with, again, those blower belts. He's been blowing the blower belts, so we'll see. And Ryan Turk had a heater of a lead run. But Robbins, didn't have too many mistakes, just wasn't really exactly aggressive. And here goes Rob. Look at Robbins. I think he found a blower belt. Goes in that second. Oh! Ryan Turk goes off in the second outside zone. The Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla exits stage left. That was very uncharacteristic. Don't know what happened to Ryan Turk.
Did something happen that caused him? Look at the angle. Robin's throwing there, absolutely center punching that first inside clip. I've always said he drives better angry, and he is driving angry. Turk just looks like he washes out. I didn't see anything from Alec Robbins.
I think Ryan Turk just had a major mistake there. He goes off. Robbins had a deduction, but that's a big shock to the system. But you know who's stoked right now? Alec Robbins. He needs to find some blower belts.
Yeah.
Or hopefully this one holds together, and fingers crossed. The pressure cooker. We're going to have one sweet meal when this thing is all done. Here goes Odie Bakshis, who's currently 3rd in points, going against 2-time Prospect champion, making the jump to pro, Mr. Dmitry Brutsky. Never settle. Coming up into that first outside zone, Odie Bakshis. But look at Brutsky. He's had a lot of track time. Goes into the dirt, both of them. Whoa, Brutsky gets aggressive. Unfortunately, it bites back. Brutsky, the track bites back. I mean, Odie, look at this. I mean, this is looking like Torque Drift, the video game. Just the way he navigates that track. And here we go. Dmitry Brutsky out front. He's going to need to put down one heck of a run. If I'm Odie Bakshis, strategy-wise, you play it a little bit safe here. Not in active chase, but Brutsky never... Oh, boy, that's not how you get it done. Holy cow. Wow.
Something's... Okay, so...
It's not right.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, Odie doesn't need to complete it.
Yeah.
This is essentially for him a bit of a let the dog eat. So Odie's going to get the victory here.
If you're sitting at home, we've talked about side bite a little bit. Odie Bakshis is going to move on.
I just have to make my adjustments to be like 80% to 90% right away and trying to chase in as clean as possible with the distance that I have. I didn't want to cut any corners trying to gain proximity. I just trying to just chase what he was doing that with the proximity that it has, which I believe played better than trying to cut it down. Learning from mistakes before, but he was great. He was awesome.
Well, Jonathan, thank you so much. We'll see you in top 16. Jared.
Thank you so much, Lorette. And Brandon Sorensen with a bye run. Thank you, Jonathan Castro. Good luck to you. Castro's going against Simon Olsen, and he's got some time to work on the car. But B. Sorensen. Okay, that one looked like it was on purpose. The initial one, I don't think it was on purpose. RCP saw his mom and dad at DFW flying out here. They're cheering him on. Here we go. RCP says give Monter's help. He's got to give himself help because he got that new BMW. Oh, Diego, banging doors.
Oh!
Pushes him out of the way.
I thought you meant his hit in Texas.
Oh, hit in Texas. My bad. I was talking about just transporting the car.
Oh, he tried.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I think he snapped back. It might have grabbed the wheel.
Yeah.
You know, if you got your hands on the wheel and your wheel comes out.
Yeah.
Again, the pride of Brazil. And then Leticia Bafani, she's cheering him on from coming to her own home. We'll see. As Diego Higa needs to throw it down. And RCP maybe treading a little bit lightly, maybe kind of give him some line to run with. Maybe pull him back in here like a big mouth bass into that second outside zone. Higa goes out there, he puts it in the right place. Chrome Sharpens here, tiptoeing his way through the course. And again, I think this is an advantage with that halftime break going into this. You got to take into consideration for the judges. Diego Higa punting him out of the way. You got to assume slide him left. Diego Higa just took him out a little too hard, but Rome Sharpens here, tiptoed his way through that chase run, and he gets it done. RCP going to top 16. Right now, here we go, the all-new Z, Matt Soap on Europa, keeping it clean, sending it for Chris the Fourth Sport. Let's lay out for this 3-time champ, piloting the NOS Energy Drink, all-new Nismo Z. Woo! Here we go. One car leads, one car chases. James Dean, the higher qualifying driver, because he is our current points leader. James the Machine Dean will lead. Dylan the Dozer Hughes in the chase position. James Dean, that Ford Mustang, coming to that first front clip. Whoa! Lifting that front tire once again. You can see how loose that suspension is. Dylan the Dozer Hughes, he's going to try to chase him down. But James Dean Masterclass puts it right there in that second outside zone. That's the inside clip. That's the second inside clip. Out here, that is a course indicator. Now coming back down the hill, the first inside clip is the last inside clip. So James Dean with him knocking over, him or Dylan. Yep. All right, Dylan the Dozer Hughes will lead that royal purple O'Reilly Automotive GT Radial BMW. James Dean tip to tail with that AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD. Whoa, James, he gets with Dylan Hughes, but Dylan Hughes takes a lick and it keeps on ticking. Going that first outside zone, that rumble strip. Going to the second. Oh, he puts that back tire in. Now again, deduction, not an incomplete. Dip that one back left tire. James Dean, he does have good proximity, good transition. Dylan Hughes, very fluid. Wraps it around that last inside clip. Let's elaborate on one more time. Slide it left for James, slide it right for Dylan Hughes. James gets 1 vote, 2 votes. James, the Machine Dean, gets the win. He's got a cool simmer right now. But Matt Field, he's got something to prove. He wants to say that, hey, I don't care what happened earlier, I'm going to throw it down for my town. Talking about the Bay Area, the Beast of the Bay. That first inside clip, takes out that inside clip. That Borla exhaust, heat wave, lead customs, a little bit of shimmy there into that first outside zone. Going for the second. Matt, he feels all of that coming now into that second inside clip, coming down the hill, and you can see the elevation change there when they come back down the hill into what is the last clip. There goes Jeff Jones. You can see quite a departure there from Field and Jeff Jones.
Field early boxer is so close to championships. It was one round. It was one battle that lost him an entire,
Yep, and that's why I think Von Gittin Jr. flopped. Anyway, there's a bye run for Matt Field. He's got that parched out Max going for gold, but again, great looking car. And guess what? He gets the bye run. He will advance on past Jeff Jones with that deep beating of his tire. And there we go, Matt Field will advance on into the Great Eight. He's not going to back down against this 3-time champ because he would love to win here in Atlanta, but Frederick Osbo, he's had a lot of success here in ATL. Here we go, Frederick Osbo, a big gap between them. Now going to that first inside clip, Kazuya slides out of it, up the garage, operated by Jerry Young Racing right here in Georgia, into that second outside zone. Now into that inside clip, look at it, ooh, man, that's very uncharacteristic of Frederick Osbo. Oh, big swing from Kazuya, shuts it down. Straightens out a big direction there. That will be a deduction on the side of Kazuya Taguchi. Essentially can leave the line prior or a little bit later, but obviously you want to time it perfectly to go tip to tail and initiate almost identical at the same time. Straight line approach there for Frederick Osbo. Initiates, get to that rumble strip, and Kazuya Taguchi, you see him initiate, but then he comes out of angle a little bit, but Frederick Osbo bathing in that smoke. Now coming up the hill, Osbo taking a shallower line, but he's still got that proximity. Good angle there from Kazuya Taguchi. But Osbo, he still keeps it close. Oh! Kazuya exits stage right, gets in the grass. And again, it seemed that Kazuya's car is not running healthy. All right, so Frederick Osbo gets the win. Yourself, Jacob Gettens, you will be doing the press conference, a little bit interview. Wow, well, he's got a lot of power now. Oh, look at that, power goes off.
Lights out.
The lights out. Gremlins, the ghosts are alive. The ghost in the machine shuts it down for Ken Gucci.
Oh, hand out the window. You can the international sign. I don't know.
Got it.
King, and he now has grip to match, and I think he has a pretty cool initiation, similar to sort of how I would like to do it. That gives me a lot of confidence. I can bomb in behind him, and then what is it Castro always says? Just take the wheel from there.
Frederick, thank you so much. Jared.
Thank you so much, Lorette, as he talks about Forrest Wang. He gets this bye run, unfortunately, with the comp timeout being called by Ken Gucci, and then you saw it just boosh, just shut down on him.
No, it's lots of diesel drift cars. Makes
crazy. All right, here we go. Norway versus Dominican Republic. Simon Olsen will lead in that field suspension right, and high-vis yellow S. Jonathan Castro in the GR86. He explodes that front clip. Now into that first outside zone, hits that rumble strip into the second outside zone, top of the horseshoe. Simon Olsen digs a little bit deeper, goes past that inside clip. Simon avoids hitting it. Castro does tap it over, not too aggressively, and now bring it around that final inside clip. pretty straightforward. So now Castro will be up front, Simon Olsen in the chase position. Talking about comfortability, Simon Olsen, him and his car are really just getting in that synchronicity as Castro goes past that inside clip. Big angle there from Simon Olsen in the chase position. Castro, big angle from him now. That first outside zone, slides into that second, and there it is. Look at that. That proximity there from Olsen. Would like to see a little bit more angle from him, not just that proximity. Now outside of that horseshoe and one more clip. Looks like Olsen, he did get aggressive. Simon Olsen, just, that's what I say, just a smidge. That's when the lead car can't leave the line. If they leave early, it's a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. If you hit a cone, you're out. So here we go. Alec Robbins initiates. Dan Burkett, is he giving him too much room, too much respect? We'll see. Coming to that first outside zone, up the hill, now into that horseshoe. Ooh, Alec Robbins comes a little bit short there, allowing Dan Burkett to kind of cut the line, massage his car. Good proximity in that smoke. That's where you can easily get lost.
Oh, speaking of.
Wow, Robbins came up short.
Swapping around, Rad Dan out front. See how it goes.
There we go, Rad Dan Burkett. Alec Robbins in that chase position. Rad Dan Burkett, straight line approach. Looks like Alec Robbins has got that power. Yeah, he's still got, oh, we got it. Look at him, just throwing sparks as he deep beat on that front right. That was crazy. Whoa, Robbins. He's applying all the pressure right now. He's got nothing to lose. That kid signs it. Oh, buddy. Did he deep beat on the front right or just throw sparks for the heck of it?
Something is big angry under Alec Robbins right now.
Wow. All right, Alec Robbins, Dan Burkett, slide him left for Robbins or right for Dan Burkett. Rad Dan gets the victory. Yeah, and Brandon's been driving a lot, you know, lives out in Vegas. He's been drifting a lot, you know, his sister Amanda, she's all over the place, extreme E, karting, off-road, doing a bunch of things, but, you know, Brandon's been really fixated on drifting there. Let's see a little spark fly up there as Odie Bakshi's past that inside clip, now ripping up the hill. Odie Bakshi's into that first outside zone, but look at this. We're seeing a great battle here from Odie Bakshi's. Odie Bakshi's, look at Brandon's composure. Looked like he was gonna go into him as Odie maybe checked up, but Brandon Sorensen dialed. Whoa, oh, buddy. Talk about that composure, that contact.
But it's right here as we come through. You can see Brandon diving in and Odie not able to see if he checks up or slows down. We talk about these lights on the side. You can see on Brandon Sorensen's accelerometer lights. Essentially, if they, you know, they can tell you if he's speeding up, slowing down, or maintaining.
Got some ground to make up. Yeah. All right, Brandon Sorensen go to lead coming down the hill into that first inner clip. Let's see how Odie Bakshi's. There it is, Brandon Sorensen, good initiation from him, passing inside the massive angle there from Sorensen now coming up the hill into outer zone 1. Sorensen ripping and gripping, coming into that second outside zone. Now into that second clip where we just saw that damage there. Brandon hammering down, can barely hear yourself think. And Sorensen, I said he had to make it up, and he heard me, man. Look at that. Past that inside clip, that final clip. All right, let's slide him left for Odie Bakshi's, or right for Brandon Sorensen. One more time. Odie Bakshi's. Odie Bakshi's gets the win. So unfortunate for him, but here we go. Let's see what kind of battle we got here. Rome Charpentier, Christopher Forsberg. Rome Charpentier, RCP in that Garagistic BMW Forsberg. In that smoke of the Vitor tires, pulling away from Christopher Forsberg, that VR-powered all-new Nismo Auto Parts NOS energy drink, all-new Z. Now oh, look at that. Oh, just knocking off that bumper. And there we go. As far as Rome Charpentier keeps on keeping on. Looks like the car's back up and running. Nismo Auto Parts, Nismo Parts, NOS energy drink, all-new Z on those GT radial tires. Initiates. Rome Charpentier looks like comes out of angle just a little bit. Forsberg transitions back up the hill into that first outside zone. Now coming to the horseshoe, RCP right there. Forsberg hammering down in that VR. Forsberg, you can hear him rap, but he shuts it down.
There it is.
I was gonna say the car did not sound 100%. You can hear and it just seemed like it was sputtering, and then contact to the back end of that all-new Z.
For a timeout. So this is the part we want to look at right here. Oh, Rome does dive in.
And he just kind of plows into him. So he was expecting him to be on gas, going through it, and continuing out the keyhole. And
First battle of the Grade 8. First battle of the Grade 8. James the Machine Dean, tall drink of water. An All-American battle here of the vehicles. Matt Field, the Beast of the Bay. Now, where's Matt Field going? Matt Field, he goes to left field as James the Machine Dean powers his way in that first outside zone. Now in the second outside zone. James Dean, our current points leader. Matt Field, that Borley exhaust Corvette, having some issues here. And keep in mind, he uses competition timeout. So you only get one competition timeout. He used it previously when Jeff Jones had the deep beating. He didn't need to do that. And it's go time. Here we go. Set it! Matt Field, James the Machine Dean, our current points leader, 3-time champion. He'd love to get a fourth. And Matt Field would love to get his first. But now let's see if he's running 100%, see if he's got a little lozenge for his throat, and he gets that unsprung voice. There it is. Now it's loud and proud of that Boiler exhaust. Goes to that first outside zone. Now coming in second outside zone. You can see James the Machine Dean now coming in. And there we go. And look at, I'm telling you, with Matt Field maybe being down on power, having those issues, James, you can see the good proximity, good angle. Now coming in that final clip. I mean, all signs are saying, unfortunately, for Matt Field, James Dean, that chase position, that was a tough one. But there it is. James the Machine Dean gets the win. But he's got to put it against Forrest Wang. Here we go. Oh, Forrest! He applies the pressure. Big swing there from Frederick Osbo. Now coming to that second outside zone. There goes Osbo. Look at Wang, the BCL, Big Country Labs Wang gang, sticking out of the smoke like a shark fin. Dialed in. He's got blood in the water. And this 3-time champ is put to the test.
Don't know why.
I don't know why. Here we go. Forrest Wang out front. Frederick Osbo in that chase position. Here comes Forrest Wang. Again, that Big Country Labs Wang right in the face of Frederick Osbo. And he did exactly what you anticipated, Jacob. Big entry. He's going against it. Oh, here comes Osbo. Up the hill. He's not going to let him run away with it. Osbo in formation. It's a dogfight here. We got the 808, the Hawaiian driver against Norway. Look at this place.
Wow.
Wow. Looks like Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, Killer Mike, everybody's in the building. 3 votes for Frederick Osbo.
It was a clean battle, and yeah, into top 4. I'm not sure who I'm battling, but
Gonna go against Frederick Osbo, so we'll see you in the top 4 against that 3-time champion. Guys.
Whoa! Dan Burkett exit stage left. He saves it. Going into that first outside zone. Loses it. Almost goes into the wall. Simon Olsen, another Norwegian pilot, continues on. Dan Burkett gets it out there. Look at, and again, Joyce, I know Dan's like, oh well,
yeah,
just that golly.
Oh man,
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Here we go, Simon Olsen, Byron. Let's lay out. Listen to this: V8 Vortex, Supercharged, Fuel Suspension, Pedal Commander, GT Radial, S14. Simon Olsen. Whoa! Here we go. Odie Bakshis will lead. Rome Charpentier, RCP will give chase. Battered Bruise. That thing looks like the Chucky doll, but let's see what he's got. Speaking of Chucky, Osbo's already in it. Here we go. Odie Bakshis. That Fuel Suspension, S chassis. Car looks similar, but it's got the orange roof instead of the high-vis yellow. Odie Bakshis. Look at this. He's on rails. This car looks like it's magnetic. Stick. Oh, buddy. Throws up that dirt cloud, little brown cloud, look out. Outside of that keyhole. And look at Rome, just not shy at all.
Yeah.
Well done by Rome Charpentier. Here we go, RCP, sorry to cut you off. RCP, Rome Charpentier coming down the hill. Paduto, whoa, there we go, losing parts here. But again, it was a fend. Oh, buddy. RCP goes rallycross, goes onto the grass, we'll see. We're going to have to run that back. Yeah. We are definitely going to have to run that back because Odie Bakshis finished out. He doesn't even need to finish it out. No. But I think it's smart because, oh my gosh! Holy cow. Make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
Get out, Odie. Get out. Get out. Get out, Odie. Get out. Hit that. Oh, son of a gun. Get out. I know he's out. To be our final battle of the Grade 8. Let's look at it again. One for the contact.
Yeah. So Rome still trying to push through, and you can see he's not able to get the car back settled after Odie kind of booped him there a few times. Then, as you said, Odie didn't need to really finish this run. It's a good idea, just in case, finish your run. You never know what could happen. But then right here, as he transitions up, you hear a pop.
Holy
wow. Wow, something, yeah. Wow. So there was a pop beforehand and then another pop, but...
Okay, so we are getting the score here. So slide him left for Odie, who obviously, wow, look at this. Odie Bakshis gets 1 vote, 2 votes, and now 3 votes. So Odie Bakshis gets the win. That would be crazy. But here we go. James Machine Dean, our points leader, going against Frederick Osmo, currently 5th in points. 6-time champions between these guys. 3 aside. James Dean back at it. Seeing that speed there, mile per hour, lifting it up. You can see the accelerometer there on their windshield going into that first and now into the horseshoe. Ooh, James Dean comes a little bit short on that second outside zone. Now past that second inside clip in the horseshoe. Frederick Osmo navigates outside of the horseshoe. Now past and into that final clip and past where that oil was. All right, here we go. Frederick Osmo, the Norwegian Hammer out front. James the Machine Dean. Again, 3 championships but on either side, and here's Osmo, big angle. James Dean buried in that Nitto tire smoke, now coming up the hill. Big angle from Osmo, look at this. Can he get it back? Really well done on that second outside zone by Osmo. James wasn't out there. Look at that dial. Oh, wow. Headlight to tail light on that transition between Osmo and Dean around that final clip. And James, massive angle, he slaps back using all the course. That was a tank slapper, a knee slapper. Osmo gets 1 vote, 2 votes. There it is, Frederick Osmo's going to the finals. It's Frederick Osmo, Simon Olsen. Who's winning here? At round 2 of the Foiling Drift Pro Championship. We know it's a Norwegian, but which one's it gonna be? Simon Olsen leads, Frederick Osmo chasing him down. A Rockstar energy drink, Toyota Supra. Olsen initiates. Good angle for both of them past that inside clip. Simon Olsen on rails, up the hill, that first outside zone. Look at the angle from Olsen. Osmo. Olsen puts it right that second. Look at Osmo. Shallow on that second inside clip. Now transitioning into that final clip. Olsen is absolutely dialed. Wow. Olsen put it looked like. So here we go, let's set it for potentially the final time. Who's gonna get the win, Osmo or Olsen? Osmo out front, Rockstar energy drink, Toyota, GR Super, Nitto tires, massive angle. Olsen now throws it in. Osmo center punching that inside clip, but Olsen not even in the same chat room right now. Going into that second outside zone. Olsen does come up a bit short here. Osmo, again, undefeated against Olsen. Olsen wants to get it back. He's looked up to him. Osmo gives him nothing but respect until right now when it comes down to that top spot. Well, guess what? You know when the graphic comes up, they're going one more time. Hey, Osmo stoked. You don't want to win this way, but here he is, you know, undefeated 5-0, now goes to unofficially 6-0. He doesn't have a timeout. Oh, jeez. And there he is, burning up those Nitto tires. Celebratory bye run for Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osmo. Oh. Big backy entry, opens the trunk for Flair. Woo! Rick. Going counter course. Having some fun, a celebratory run for Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osmo. Having some fun. Oh, he's DQ'd, his trunk open. That's it.
Hood pin gate.
That's it. There it is. Congratulations to Frederick Osmo. He gets the victory and some smoke-filled, super-filled donuts. 3rd place at round 2, the Type S Road to the Championship presented by AutoZone. 3rd place goes to your 3-time champion, pilot the AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5D with Pennzoil lubricants from Ireland, James the Machine Dean. 2nd place, a hard-fought battle coming us from Norway, pilot the Field Suspension Ineos Oil S15, hugs all around. GT Radial, Simon Olsen. Hugs from his competitive teams. And finally, your winner here in Atlanta, round 2 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, Fredrik, the Norwegian Hammer Hasbo! And there you see Odie Bakshi's rounding out the podium, or not the podium, but getting that 4th place finish. What an event. And taking a look at the standings overall, James Dean holding on to that lead by 2 points. 2 points. There are a ton of points up for grabs with 6 rounds left. James, Simon 2nd, Fredrik Hasbo jumps up to 3rd, past Odie. RCP sitting in 5th. Wow. And here we go, the rest of the field. Gucci, Field, Wang, Burkett, Forsberg, top 10. And again, thank you so much on behalf of Lorette Nickel, Jacob Geddens, our whole Formula Drift staff. Congratulations to TLO, and of course, congratulations to Fredrik Hasbo, your winner here in Atlanta. I'm Jared Deenda, the voice of Formula Drift. Thank you so much for joining us out here. We'll see you online, or we'll see you another time. We'll see you in O-Town. That's Orlando for the 3rd stop of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Send it, Atlanta!